can never really capture just how glorious it is.
Lately, I've been asking myself a question I can't seem to answer.
Wow.
If I know something will make life better, why is it still so hard to change? The thing about a homestead is that it teaches you to improve things constantly. And yet, every improvement seems to ask you to let go of something that you've grown attached to. Sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes it's just a view you've looked at every morning for years. I've spent so much time trying to turn this place into home that now, when it's time to change it again, I catch myself resisting. Why do we hold so tightly to things that no longer serve us, when change might be exactly what allows something even better to grow? Just thought I'd come do some light weeding here in the front. There's no such thing around here. I love me an overgrown garden, but it still has to be intentional. From the lawns to the gardens, I can admit it's a lot of work for one person. Now that I have cut back all of this property and cleaned up all the garbage, it's time to rethink how I use it. It's a lot to mow, which costs both time and money. With Scott's help, I am trying to figure out which parts of the property would be best to convert into a hayfield. That will reduce the cost of maintenance and also my feed costs. I've already reshaped this whole side of the property from an absolutely overgrown lot of nothing to a healthy pasture, and this is a welcome change. But this piece is another story. The back of the house is out of the question because I have my septic and weeping tile, and I don't want heavy equipment on that. So this will be my lawn. The orchard needs to stay as it is, and I will keep that cleared. But we should be able to get the equipment through this corner and back to the backfield. This whole area is a no-brainer. This can all be grown and harvested for hay for my barn animals. Scott says it will probably produce a bale or two. This area is another story. I would love to not have to mow this, but it can't be processed as is. Some things will have to go. My antique farm equipment. This piece I'm not overly attached to. It's just in the corner. It was in this other field and I had it dragged over here. It's hard to mow around. The weeds just grow up like crazy. Any thoughts on what I might do with this? I hate to just scrap it. It's antique. But this piece is another story. This has come to be such a part of my signature view of the property. It's also a pain in the butt to mow around and the weeds grow like crazy, but I love it and I don't want to get rid of it. It has to be moved. But to where? Any thoughts? Any suggestions? So this view has to change. I can't let my sentimentality get in the way of practicality around here. I'm gonna miss this though. It feels like watching the pond turn to marsh has been preparing me for more of these changes around here. Hey guys! Hello! I made a change recently that was surprisingly difficult to make, and I thought about it for a long time. And that is to leave the door to the big pasture open overnight. And here's why. Mostly it's to give them more freedom. And most importantly, it allows them to go outside at the crack of dawn if they choose to. They don't have to wait for me to get up and get around to doing my chores, which can sometimes be really late morning. With the summer heat, it's much nicer for them to be able to get out to graze during those cooler hours, and then they can go back inside to rest during the hottest part of the days and then go back out at night until the sun goes down. They know where they sleep. Hey there. Have you put yourselves to bed? Hello, my babies. I've come to say hi. Scratching your butt, Rosie. Have you guys put yourself to bed? Come here. Very nice. Good job. You know where you sleep. I was worried that the pasture being open would make it more accessible to a predator and make it less safe. It's nice to leave the door open. I talked to Scott about it, and he assured me that the size of the enclosure makes no difference. Good night, Rosie. If a coyote wants to get in through any of this fencing, it will. In fact, he said that if a coyote did get into the small pen, having the door open would at least give them a chance to get away. It would give them more space. As always, he told me it was 6 of one, half dozen of the other, and you just do your best to keep them safe. Hello. Personally, he didn't think that leaving the door open would pose any additional risk to their safety as far as predators go. But for me, it's huge. It takes a huge chore off of my morning to-do list. Now I don't have to feed them in the morning, and I don't even have to come out to let them out to pasture. I admit it's pushing my envelope for some reason, but it's a much more optimal routine for the warmer months. But I do miss that dedicated time with them in the mornings and the evenings, so I've been making sure to still go out and walk in the pasture and take some time to spend with them. So they don't end up turning feral on me. Dude, don't do it. Don't forget who you are. But I'm not in charge of their routine anymore, and that's been hard for me. I'm always a little bit nervous when I first come out to check on them in the morning. Hey guys! Hi, good morning! I know my fencing is safe, and I also know that they probably wouldn't leave even if they could. And as far as predators go, I don't think it makes any difference. Don't do it. Bugs are so bad. Speaking of predators, this coyote came around 3 times in 1 week. Scott said if he keeps coming around, I'm going to have to consider baiting and trapping him. And I am not comfortable doing that at all. The hardest part of building a better homestead isn't the physical work. It's letting go of the version you've grown attached to. Everything changes. The view, the routines, the land. Even the animals begin to live a little differently. It can feel like you're losing pieces of what you've worked so hard to create.
Such a motley crew. Little pigeon bathhouse up there. Here's pigeons taking a shower. I love how they lift their wings up so they can wash underneath.
The purpose here is not to stay exactly as it is. It's to keep growing. It's becoming what it's meant to be in this moment. And I suppose that's true of us too. I gotta go, the bugs are eating me. Until next time, happy, healthy living. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, staying kind, and growing every day. I'm Katie Kate on the Homestead, and I'll see you later.